welcome back. Today I am joined by the lovely Amelia from Amelia Liana. I always say Liana, but you say Liana, so I need to train my brain. I need to train my brain. And today we are going to be talking you through some of our favourite high street dupes for awesome high-end products. So hopefully help you to save a few pennies if you are feeling the pinch in the new year. It's not really New Year anymore, it's February.
Yeah, I'm going to say
whatever.
June.
I'm going to say, yeah, till at least halfway through the year. And also, if you do want to check out a kind of fashion version of this, I did a video on Pop Sugar Girls Guide a couple of weeks ago, which is actually how to look fashionable, like shopping on a budget. So if you guys want to check that out after watching this video, I will put a link in the info bar below as well. So without further ado, do you want to do the first one, seeing as you are a guest?
Oh, thanks. Okay, so the first one I have is the dupe of the Obey Dry Texturizing Spray. If you guys don't know about this, it's a seriously hyped up product. It like doubles your hair in seconds, but this tiny little bottle is £18 and the full size I think is like 40. Yeah. So the dupe.
It's like eye-watering when you buy it.
Oh my gosh. Why do you think I've only bought? Oh, I just dropped that. Why do you think I've only bought small ones?
Yeah, you're like.
Anyway, the dupe of this is the Charles Worthington Volume and Bounce Texture Spray. This is $6 or $7.99. I think it's $6.99. I actually prefer this one to the Obey one. Every single aspect of it except maybe the smell. This one still smells good though, but the one problem I have with the Obey one, it doesn't have like a, what's the word, the hairspray kind of hold to it.
Yeah,
so
it just kind of bumps it up.
It bumps it up and then it doesn't keep the hold, but this one has a bit of hairspray hold to it, so it's really good because it holds that like double the volume textureness in place.
I am literally going out to buy that today.
And you're a big Charles Worthington fan. You turned me on to the brand.
Yeah, the Salon at Home line is really good. My first dupe is a foundation, and it is for the Giorgio Armani Maestro foundation, which it's a bit of a love-hate foundation. Like, some people like it, some people don't, and you have to, I think, maybe go and try out the texture to see if it's for you, because it is quite a thin oil-based foundation.
Really, there's not really any, like, apart from these two, there's not really any foundations like that because it's so thin and watery.
Yeah, very unique, and also very light coverage. Anyway, if you do like this, or you're thinking about trying it but don't know whether to splash, what, 36 quid or something like that, then the L'Oreal Nude Magique Eau de Tien is Tien? Do you speak French?
Don't ask me about French. I'm like, you're looking at the wrong person.
I'm on the French name, but I'm
like wrong person.
Yeah, so this is identical in texture, like absolutely identical. They're owned by the same company, so it's fair to say I think they're the same. The shades are slightly different, as always, but yes, this is £10, this is 30 something, so if you want to save a bit of money but try out a really cool texture foundation, then go for this. The bottle of this is also awesome, as a side note.
The next dupe I have is of a MAC lipstick, and this is Shy Girl. It's one of my favourite colours. It's like a nude,
I don't have that, and
peachy
it's so pretty.
it's so pretty. Goes really nicely with a smoky eye as well, but I actually prefer the dupe. I love it when I prefer dupes more than the real one. This is the Rimmel Moisture Renew lipstick in Nude Delight. I prefer this because I actually find the MAC ones slightly too drying, but this one is really hydrating and the colours are practically identical.
Rimmel lipsticks were really good as well.
They're so good! This was the first one I tried, I loved it.
I also have a MAC lipstick dupe, and this is for one of my favourites. It's Fanfare, which is a cream sheen finish. I love cream sheens. This is a lot more of like a pinky.
Were you wearing this the other night when we were at the W?
No, that was a lipstick cream one, but it's quite similar in colour actually.
It's really nice.
I love this kind of colour because it's pink, but it's not too pink, and it's not too nude. It doesn't like wash you out. And the dupe I have for that is one of my other favourites, which is Soap and Glory, the Missing Pink. They aren't totally identical, but they are very similar. And if you are looking for that, like your lips look better, but a bit more like you're wearing something, but it's not in your face, bright colour, they are really lovely.
So my next, sticking to the whole lip product
keep it on the lips.
Keep it on the lips. These little cute bullets are the Hourglass Opaque Rouge. They are like bold, matte lips. You put on one layer and they hang around forever, like until you wash them off. But these are pretty expensive. I think they're around the £20, £25, £26. But the formula is basically exactly the same as the sleek matte Mies. Even though there isn't a colour that totally matches up, the formula is exactly the same. And these go on in one swipe, they last absolutely ages, they dry completely matte. They're like a perfect bold lip.
This one Yeah, it's one that actually some of you might know about already, but it's such a good one that I wanted to include it. The Urban Decay 24/7 eyeliners, pretty much the NARS ones. Who else does it? Bobbi Brown do ones. Yeah. The kind of gel in a stick eyeliner, gel in a pencil stick, gel in a pencil eyeliners that are pretty expensive. I think the Urban Decay ones are around £11–12. Are identical to the Rimmel Scandalise ones. I talk about these so much, but they really are amazing. And what I love about the Rimmel ones, the nude colour is freaking fantastic. Like, it is just a great colour. The black one is super black, they've got a nice brown, like the colours are really good, and they are £3.99 I think. So much cheaper, and they last just as long. They have the same pigmentation, they are just basically identical, and don't waste your money buying these ones.
So my dupe is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. This is like a Lisa Eldridge cult favourite. First of all, I think this is around £25, but it's huge. Like, I'm never going to finish it.
Yeah, I've never seen the full size of this, because I've got a mini one.
I'm never going to finish it. But I have the shade Moonstone, but the shade Opal is really similar to the L'Oreal Lumi Magique primer. Just gives you a little bit of a nice all-round glow. You can mix it with your foundation, put it on as a base, and then put your foundation on top, or just do a little bit of a Lisa Eldridge and like tap it to the high point.
A little tappity tap. Next one is another Armani product replaced with a L'Oreal product, because they like to share, yeah. This is the Giorgio Armani Eyes to Kill. These things are amazing. They're ridiculously expensive, about £20, and they are identical in pretty much in the packaging as well. They have the little squishy thing, the little plug. The plug is identical.
Literally the same.
These are actually a really interesting texture because they're basically like a loose pigment but half pressed. Because they have this little plug on top, they're like squished down really hard, so they're not messy to work with like a loose pigment would be, but they are, you get that really, really heavy pigmentation, and they're so beautiful. They are identical in texture, formulation, everything, but the colours are just different. These are about £6, aren't they? And these are like 20 something. Expensive anyway.
Sticking with the L'Oreal Armani theme going on in this video, Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk is like my all-time favourite foundation. It has like incredible lasting power, good medium coverage, like glowy finish, but it's glowy enough that if you're an oily skin girl it won't like slip half the way down your face. Photographs beautifully. L'Oreal True Match. They're basically exactly the same. I think in the US, L'Oreal, they don't have the pump and it has like maybe an SPF 8, but they're basically exactly the same. They have such a nice blendable texture to them.
My last and final dupe is a concealer. Now, I used to use this. This is actually Becky's because I don't have one. I've had to borrow it off her. I don't have one at the moment. This is and she's a messy pup. She's a messy pup. This is the Laura Mercier Undercover Pot. I was obsessed with this when I first started YouTube like 4.5 years ago. It is pretty amazing. It's basically 2 concealers, and they're 2 different colours but also 2 different textures. So the peach one is for under your eyes, and it's also a more moisturising texture, so it's not too drying around your eye area. And then there's the more yellow tone one, which was for covering up redness or spots, and that is a more dry texture. And then underneath they have have you never used this? It's really good. They have a loose translucent powder underneath. Now this is almost identical to the Soap & Glory Kick-Ass Concealer Duo. If you have a look here, they've got the same, almost exactly the same shades.
Yeah.
And these come in a few different shades as well. They also have, do you want a little bit? There you go. They have the same slight texture difference. So the peachy one is softer still. Yeah. The only difference with this is that the powder is pressed in the Soap & Glory one, which personally I think is really nice because this does.
It's messy.
It does get messy because it's such a tiny pot as well. It's almost like look at this one, it's all come up, and it's just, they're difficult to work with. This is, I think it's over £20, between 20 and 30. I haven't bought it in a long time, so I don't know exactly. I think this is 9. Is this 9?
8
or 9.
I'm probably making this up.
Yeah, it's Soap & Glory, so it's under £10. There's a big difference, and it's almost identical product. This is freaking great. So that is it for our drugstore dupes video. I really, really hope you guys liked it. We're going to film a video on Amelia's channel all about our travel essentials, which I don't know if it's going up at exactly the same time, but either way, if you don't know who Amelia is, she is my lovely friend, and she is probably one of the few people I watch all your videos. She makes great videos, so if you guys aren't subscribed to her yet, then definitely go and check her channel out. As always, be linked. And yeah, I will see you very soon. Bye guys!
You are the icing on my cake. You are the smile I can't replace. You are